this money. Chase the check. I try to let the money work for me and chase the check. Cash accumulate over days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Chase that check. I gotta get that money. I gotta chase that check. But you ain't got no space, and you ain't chase no check. Then you ain't get no money, then you ain't got no tech. And I can bleed it, and I can trust it, and I can bleed what I wanna do, I want it. And I can bleed what I wanna do, I love it. They hating on me in public, I love it. But I be chasing money, and I be chasing honeys, and that's my fucking problem. I'm a fucking dummy, but I'm a curse one, and that's one day, honey. And you gon' get that one day when I'm done chasing money. Cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days, and chase that check over days. Chase that check. Yeah, chase that check. I had a moment of silence, cause I be chasing that check. And this shit so crazy, I don't even stress. Yeah, the bitch left, but they ain't the first time she left. It's like a boomerang, she come bouncing back, just like on the dick. Yeah, she do a spin, yeah, she do a spin. Yeah, she spin on that tin, yeah, but I'ma stay on point. I gotta get that money, just like my joints. They spread out, and I flop my wings. If I was a bird, I'd be a wing. Yeah, you get it? Yeah, that's first class shit. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Bitch, I'm the pilot lit, I'm the pilot. Business owner, I represent. I'm from the fold. Everybody throw up that shit. Let cash accumulate over days. Chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days. Let cash accumulate over days. And chase that check for days.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. I hope y'all had a wonderful, wonderful day, man. Wow, what a day. What a after hours right now. Currently, whoa. We got a lot of action to, let you guys know what happened today. That kicked off, man. A lot of action, a lot of volatility, a lot of flip-flopping, a lot of, what they call it, a roller coaster type of day, man. Wow, man. Wow. But before we go any further, you already know. Let's get straight into the description. And this is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, wow. OMG. So first and foremost, we're going to be looking at the one stock to buy thing, one stock to sell thing there. And oh man, Wall Street had it backwards. Wall Street had it backwards, you guys. It should have been sell dicks, buy NVIDIA, but we'll get into that here momentarily. But pretty much, you guys, the Dow drops for a fourth straight day on U.S. default worries as debt ceiling talks stumble. The Dow dropped 255.59 points, or 0.77% to close at 32,799.92. The S&P 500 lost 0.73% to end at 4,115.24, while the NASDAQ Composite edged 0.61% lower to settle at 12,484.16. So that's pretty much what happened today, you guys. But I must tell you here, basically the market today flipped back bearish. The bulls lost momentum. They lost their market. It's not the bull market anymore. The market has flipped back to the bears, and it's a bearish market overall again. But let me tell you what just happened. Literally after hours right now, between literally 4 o'clock and now and up to 8 p.m., the market can really, flip back to bullish depending on how things open up tomorrow. Looking at some earnings companies that just reported, looking at one specifically here that just turned the market up with all that AI data and data that's going out. And, AI is looking like it's about to take over, you guys. It's literally the leading topic for 2023. Going into 2024, they're saying a lot of AI stuff is trying to be in our homes and in our work environment. They're trying to really, I don't want to say replace us humans, but they're trying to make humanoid AI robotic bots for us to, I guess, be friendly to work with. I don't know if they're going to replace us or we're going to be working with all this stuff, this AI stuff, man, but it's getting to that point. It's really getting serious. Especially after this company that reported today after hours. It looks like AI is really it's getting serious, you guys. I don't know if you ever seen the movie iRobot, but you guys need to tap in for real. Like it's serious. It's serious. iRobot with Will Smith could really be coming to real life. Hopefully not the bad stuff that was going on, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll be seeing, in the future with that. But AI is here to stay. AI is the only thing really that's bullish right now, and the market kind of got their hopes on for being bullish is AI. So as I said, hopefully that can stay that trend, AI being bullish. As of right now, like I said, the market did flip back to the bears. But with that earnings report with NVIDIA, could flip the market back to the bulls first thing in the morning. So we're having a push and pull here, overall with the bulls and bears. They're fighting hard for market control. As of right now, like I said, the past couple of days, the bears regained their momentum and they took back over the market. And they still can kind of take over the market if they want to, but we're right back at the point where the bulls just took over the market and they're just now showing us they took over the market. And the market is really bad. It went from bearish to bullish now. The market is really bullish right now again. So you got to follow along here quickly. I understand. I know I was just saying last week the market flipped back to the bulls. Yes, that was true. And then here from that Friday all the way up until Tuesday, the market flipped back to, up until this Wednesday, currently, the market flipped back to the bears. But now that NVIDIA just reported this tremendous earnings report, you guys, the market has currently is going to, in the morning, if everything holds, like where it needs to be, the numbers stay up where they are, the market is going to flip back to the bulls. So currently right now, the market is bullish, you guys. The market is bullish. Expect a rally throughout the whole entire market tomorrow. I don't see anybody being down. A lot of companies have brought into what NVIDIA is accomplished. So you got to understand what's happening here. We're seeing a tremendous trend change overall. And like I said, the market is bullish again as of right now, this current moment going into the morning, even though it did close super bearish today and the bears took back momentum and took back control of the market, but they just lost momentum and lost control that fast due to that one company reporting earnings. It got the triple Qs up after hours up $7. So they're not bearish anymore. They're back to the bull trend, and they really were kind of staying on the bull trend. They were just at critical support. The SPY actually did go back to the bear trend, but at 410, as I told y'all, we're about to look at the charts numbers here momentarily, but I was telling y'all 410 was a support level that could get back to the bull trend, and it did that today. So, you know, and the Dow Jones is the only thing that's looking bearish. But after that report, like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody will be bullish tomorrow. And that's just what we're looking at going into tomorrow. And Fed speakers, we're still looking at that strongly, you guys. Be on the lookout for Collins tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. That's going to move the market as well. What's already done took established what already done happened. You'll see the Fed that member Collins, it'll move the market whichever direction it was already going. It's just going to move it more, basically whatever that speaker is saying. So just be on the lookout for that. You know, the Fed minutes came out today. And you kind of see how that took place. It was really nothing. The market kind of brushed it off. It was just I don't know. It looks like I do know, but it looks like you know, far as it looks like that didn't really have anything to pertain with the debt ceiling drama that's still escalating. Obviously, we still have no deal. So, but you know, PCE inflation data is the next thing to be looking out for. Top five things to know this week, and you know, all these earnings. Like I was telling y'all, earnings. We still got more. We still got more. And the video just, like I said, just turned the market up, but we still got more companies. We still got more companies reporting. So keep that in mind. You know, we got Costco and we got Ulta Beauty. They report here. It looks like tomorrow as well. We'll zoom in and see what we got going on. So Nvidia just went. Snowflake just went. You got Best Buy in the morning and Dollar Tree in the morning. Brothers and Coat Factory in the morning. TD Bank. And then you got Costco Wholesale. Then you got Ulta Beauty tomorrow after hours. That's going to be really big. Autodesk is going to be another big one. Workday and Marvell, Gap, Restoration Homes. And you got Big Lots on Friday, you guys, and Hibbett Sports on Friday. So that's going to be key, too, with the overall market. But that's pretty much the earnings to be looking out for next here. And the economic data, of course, you know, like I said, tomorrow's a really big day for data. We got Q1 GDP, inflation data. We're gonna see what that's looking like tomorrow. Jobless claim data is coming out tomorrow. Pending home sales data is coming out tomorrow. And core PCE price index is coming out Friday. So, but we got Q1 GDP on Thursday and core PCE price index on Friday. So, inflation data is Friday instead of Thursday, you guys. So, just be on the lookout for that data still the last couple of days here of the week. Going into, you know, next week and seeing how things will play out. But like I said, you must know what's happening right now. And like I said, we went from a bear market to it flipped to a bull market. Then it flipped back to a bear market. But as of right now, currently after hours, even though the market is not open yet, hopefully these gains can hold. That's what I'm assuming. If these gains hold up, we're flipping right back to a bull market in the morning as soon as the bell opens, you guys. So keep that in mind. And that's what's happening here. That's what's going on. But as of right now, let's go ahead and get straight into the plays. So LCAOD, we're gonna start with it looks like what's going on here. See, this is looking crazy. I was trying to finish that. What is this right here, though? I have no idea what this may be. So let me try to figure something out real quick. See if we can get that wide screen or something. Hold on, give me 1 second, you guys. I'm gonna figure it out here. I'm gonna get the charts pulled up for you. It looks like we might have a Wi-Fi connection issue or something. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's happening. iPhone 4, what the hell? One second, you guys. These platforms be bugging sometimes, man. It really pisses me off when they do this shit. Okay, got it. Okay, all right, got it. Sorry, you guys. I apologize right there. I'm just trying to make sure everything is everything, obviously. Looks like, you know, I had to refresh my page there. My bad. I do apologize. But let's go ahead and get straight into the plays that we need to get into right here. We're about to go over the SPY, QQQs, DIA, IWM, VIX, Netflix, Microsoft, Morgan Stanley here real quickly, and we'll look at a couple earnings names when we get done. But let's start out with the SPY here. All right, so let me explain what I mean by where we are technically, the market closed bearish today. The bulls lost momentum. The bears got their momentum back, and they took over control of the market again. Considering this move here, I'm about to show you guys. This move right here is what is showing me and letting me know that the bulls lost their momentum here. You see this big spike here to the upside here, and this is the past technically 5 days. This was last week. So look at you seeing all that, but you see they topped out here, looking right here where you see no candles at all or no trading to the upside. So that's where the bears stepped back in and took momentum of the market, and then they took complete control today and flushed it all the way down here right at support at 410. So the bears took the market back down, you guys, and like I said, as of right now, the market did close bearish, and the market it did flip back to bearish. The Bears are in control, and they do have momentum. Considering looking at today's how it ended, but like I said, it's right here at a level right here where that 14 is going to be support, and it already showed it. It popped already to what's that 414? So pretty much in the after hours smoke here. It already done tagged 414, and it's holding up right here at 412, and this is live action. You can see 412.72. So that's where you're seeing where I'm telling you where the Bears just lost momentum again that fast, and it's technically not their market anymore, because right here at between this level and 414 is where the bull market starts. This is literally the start of the bull market right here. So we're back to that point where we're starting to be bullish again, and the market bulls have taken over control and momentum. So we're right back at that level. Looking at the 410 level, its support is locked in. You feel me? That was the bottom, and they brought it up here. So we'll be seeing closely tomorrow where the SPY is trying to head. With that type of earnings report, though, you guys, on the video, though, like I'm saying, and I'm going to keep talking about that because it's going to have a huge effect in the morning to stocks and ETFs. So be looking out for that. But it just puts the SPY back in the mindset of trying to just recapture this level here, 416 now, and 418 next. Expect that coming. So that's what's going to be happening. And once you see that, you'll know the market is full on bullish again. As of right now, we're just at the start of being bullish right now again, and that's really kind of what's taking place. That's the difference. But you see a push to those arrows there, then you know that we're full on bull market again, as it was over here when it was over here in this whole area I'm about to circle. So this was a full on bull market, but it's a little bit below it. Obviously, we're right here, so it's we're at the start of the bull market again, you guys, and that's just what it is. And this, like I said, this was due to the SPY. Yeah, it sold off. It did. The Bears came back. They did come back. And, like I said, they did take momentum on the market again, but they didn't flush 410. So now they lost momentum again, and they kind of lost the market trend again. The market is back bullish again, literally that fast. So you see how volatility really can change things, you guys. It's really what I want you to understand and know and see. And the VIX, we talk about it here all the time on the channel. And with the recaps, like the VIX is the speed of the market. It's the volatility of the market. It's the speed of the market. Literally, the VIX is control. The VIX controls the direction. It controls, the levels. It controls the numbers. The VIX. It's the VIX. It controls the speed of the market, you guys. And you seen the market kind of came down fast, and it looks like we're about to be going right back up to where we came down at, just to try to retest this whole area up here is going to be the goal for the Bulls now, since they got the market back and they got the momentum as of now currently. So that's what we're looking for overall with every ETF, not just the SPY, everything else. But, looking from the one-day perspective on the SPY, let's go ahead and get into the levels here to the upside, what I'm expecting tomorrow, you guys. I expect to push right to 414.50 on the SPY. Once you get to that point, you guys, I'm sure it'll hold. It may consolidate here. But if it does consolidate and hold, expect another pop here back to 416 on the spot to the upside. And that's, like I said, this will be, we're already at the start of the bull market right here. This will be showing you that we're at the start of the bull market, that next level at 414. And then that should confirm, once you see another move above that, will confirm that we're back in a bull market, you guys, once it breaks above 416. And like I said, the next level is really, I think the Bulls overall by next month, maybe the end of the week coming soon. Next week, possibly 2 weeks, the Bulls definitely want to reclaim that 420 level and start to peak a little higher than it. Since in the past 5 days, you technically lost $10 on the ETF and you're trying to regain it now. So that's just where they're going to regain to show that they're really back bullish, and it's their market. You know, that's what the SPY's trying to do right now, trying to get back to 420. So just keep that in mind. That's where they're going. If you want to be long in something, the SPY is the thing to long here, and that's where it's going to head. Now, keep in mind, with the video earnings, no telling how the SPY may open up. It may already be close to 420 by the morning. But we'll be seeing, like I said, by the end of the week, maybe possibly next week, end of the month, who knows. We'll be looking out for those levels on the SPY. Now, to the downside, obviously, you know, if it doesn't look like it's about to even go up, you know, NVIDIA could just be in a full correction mode. It don't have to really pertain to the SPY going up, so keep that in mind. You know, the SPY technically don't got to go up if it don't want to. So, you know, if it doesn't show momentum to go up, we know the top could possibly still be in. And the Bears might say, hey, oh, wait, we're still here. This is still our market. And they might be flushing this thing back to 410 retest. I could see that. And this time, if it does back test 410 retest, I expect to flush below 410 this time. You might catch 409.27. And if that doesn't hold, the next level really isn't to about 40. The next level of resistance or support, isn't to about 407.20 to the downside on the SPY. So that's just what I'm looking at next there to see if, you know, if it doesn't even push up in the morning to try to retest 414, or if it does and it rejects 414, I know it'll definitely back test that support zone at 410, because that's where you got a lot of buyers and sellers. So it's going to put the pressure on that area and try to come back down and flush below that. And if it does, next level, if it doesn't hold and it flushes, the next level on the SPY, it's to the downside, is 407.20. So be looking out for both levels tomorrow. Going into tomorrow, you guys, that's just what the SPY is signaling out what it could possibly do here soon. Triple Qs. Triple Qs. So as you can see in the after hours, they want all the smoke. They want all the smoke. They're showing you this is an after hours move. They want all the smoke. They're letting you know right here that they're already bullish. So this is where I'm getting my results from and telling you that the market did just literally flip back to the bulls. It did. The market bulls just stepped back in, and they just took back momentum of the market, and they got control of the market. So we're back in a bull market. Now the SPY I showed you that on the SPY. Now the Triple Qs definitely is your leader in the overall ETFs, and the Triple Qs is your leading bull right now in the overall market. So with that being said, that's the Nasdaq. So excuse me, that's the Nasdaq. It's basically just stating, think about every company in the Nasdaq. If the Triple Qs is up this much after hours, think about where all the companies in the Nasdaq will be in the morning. They're going to be up. So expect like Microsoft, etc., to be up tomorrow. Literally, if the Triple Qs hold these gains right here after hours, that's a 1.21% pop. That's a $4 move. It was really at $3.37 not too long ago. So they had a $6 pop going on earlier, but 335.65 for the Triple Qs is very bullish and very convincing, and being told that it's bullish, and you should know that right here by now. You know, considering the Triple Qs were about to flip back to the bear side, and they were showing that they were about to be back bearish until that huge pop after hours with NVIDIA earnings, obviously. So, and now, like I said, Triple Qs is your leading bull. And they will continue to go up here from this point. And they've been going up all year. So year to date and 1 year out, Triple Qs has been nothing but bullish. Just going straight up here. We're back above that trend line over there at 331. So it shows you that we're bullish now, because we're way above this 331. It did come back, channel back into it, but it found more buyers. And as you can see, like, we're back up here at the highs again. So it's breaking out and it's looking very, very good, man, on the triple Qs. But that's pretty much what it is there for that. So the 1 day perspective there on the triple Qs now, from the ups to the upside here tomorrow, obviously, maybe end of the week, possibly next week, coming soon, next month. Triple Qs, I'm expecting to push here to 338. They should get back there. Once you get to 338 this time, I definitely see 340 now in the triple Qs. So keep that in mind. That's a target they want to hit there. Once they get there, they may push above and go to 342, or it may reject their 340. But 340 is a target there, is where the triple Qs is heading next here to the upside. Now, if not, and it doesn't look like they're heading here, obviously 338 was resistance here a couple days ago. That was your top. It was keyed in. It was doing nothing but fading the past 2 days. It faded back to what? 328? It did. Faded back to 328. So once it faded back to 328, obviously you see it's getting back on the bull trend. But like I said, if this is your top, the top sealed in, we know 338 is your top if it doesn't try to push above it tomorrow. So to the downside, I will be expecting the triple Qs to make a back test, possibly 332. It might go back to 332. We might even see, if that don't hold, we might see triple Qs back at least 331, right back where they closed at. It's a possibility of this. You never know. If just put it this way, if NVIDIA don't hold its gains, let's look at it like that from that perspective. But we all know at this point, come on, 30% up after hours, NVIDIA is definitely more than likely going to hold that. So the triple Qs and NASDAQ, I'm expecting them to hold where they're at. They should be up tomorrow. Should be green. That's what I'm seeing. But at the end of the day, you just never know. You want to play it level to level, both sides at all times. Humble yourself. So, like I said, I am looking for a downside level to about 331, maybe 330. No lower, though. No lower than 331, literally. No lower than 332, honestly. But that could be a low tomorrow. It could just give right back the gains here that it just made after hours tomorrow to the market. So we'll be looking at that closely. DIA. The DIA, you guys. Now, the Dow Jones is looking very, very, very bearish. I ain't gonna lie. We're looking very bearish on the Dow Jones here. They just did this candle right here today. So looking at from where the Dow Jones was at, look at this point over here. They were at 342. Now they're at 327 down here. So the Dow Jones is really still bearish, you guys. That's actually the lagger now we're seeing in the overall ETFs. The Dow Jones is the lagger here in the overall ETFs. And I think the Dow Jones have a lot of good companies, though, to the point where they can be your leader. They always are really your leader. So for them to be lagging right now in a time like this, it just lets you know that you still have a chance to buy in. It's never too late to buy in. But at the end of the day, you know, from this perspective, though, that's a big red candle today. It looks like, you know, we could possibly be having more downside on the Dow Jones, too, as well. Looking at, you know, where it's going. It looks like it's either going to flush or this is your bottom here, looking at the recent, from the 1 year perspective here, looking at it recently. Every time it gets in these areas, you find buyers, you find support, and it go back up to the resistance levels up here. So right now we're right here. It's kind of stuck in the middle. The Dow Jones is. It could be a lot more selling pressure. It could be a little bit more bearish than what it is. It's not a bad bearish right now. The Dow Jones is at a critical support, I must say. It's at critical support. It could, you know, flush and then really become super bearish. But right now, I think the Dow Jones is at a support bearish where, you know, that could flip and turn bullish. So that's why I'm looking at right now the Dow Jones. And it looks like the correction definitely is. The NASDAQ is worth more than the Dow Jones this year. I must say, as of right now, current times, that's what it is. So to the upside right now, though, for the DIA, I'm just expecting you know, if you're bullish and if that's support, you will see a strong pop to at least 330, back to 330. I mean, you must do that at this point to be bullish on the DIA. 330.70, I think that will just show a lot of strength. You can even consolidate there at this point. I don't think nobody would care, but as long as you see a pop back at least to 330 on the upside on the Dow Jones, it'll settle the market bulls. They'll be happy with that. You know, if you seem like you want to push a little higher, which we know you can, 332.50 would be your next level to be looking out to the upside on the Dow Jones. So looking at that closely there on the upside. To your downside, obviously, we're flushing here. The Dow Jones is showing critical support breaking, and the bears are clawing here. This thing could flush here. So the next level below, if this does flush to the downside, I'm expecting 325.80. If that don't hold, we could possibly be seeing 325 even on the Dow Jones to the downside. So be looking at that closely tomorrow. IWM. Be looking at everything closely to remember tomorrow, next week, next year, whatever. Long term. Remember, we're in the market for a long time. You know? It's time in the market, not timing the market. Remember that. You want to have time in the market, not actual time the market. Like you're running a 4 for 4. You get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. But yeah, IWM. Really, IWM is really at a point where they lost their momentum today too, as you see. But you know, like I said, the market is here. They're at a critical support, obviously. So I'm expecting the market bulls to step back in and push the IWM at least back to 175.80 by tomorrow, next week, whenever, to the upside. If that holds, next level to be looking out for is 177.50 retest again. Get back there, then you're back strong. IWM, the bulls are back strong there if you can do that. You know, from that point, remember they did hit their goal finally at 180. So if you break 177.50, that would be your next level to look out for is 180. But I think you want to start where it's at right now, and that's really looking to see if it's going to even make it to 170. 750 first here in this area first. That'll be your first pop there back to the upside on the IWM. To the downside on the IWM, obviously, we're right here at critical support. This thing can flush. We're near the bottom here, obviously. So we got to start looking 1 month out again. To the downside, I can see a flush below. If 174.88 doesn't hold, next level that probably wouldn't hold would be 172.90 to the downside. On the IWM, and it may consolidate and find support here. If it doesn't, and you see that though, look out for the next level to be about 170 on the IWM to the downside. That's what I'm looking at there closely on the IWM. VIX, oh my gosh, volatility did what? Remember I told y'all the volatility could spike back in the market with a blink of an eye, and oh my, it did. Wow, Jesus Christ. So the VIX is back up here. The volatility, the speed is going so fast, so crazy within days spans that the VIX got back to $20. Oh man, so the bears were really proving their point that the market that they took back over for sure. You get what I'm saying? That they definitely proved the point that they took back over the market today. The bears took back over momentum and control of the whole entire market today by seeing the VIX up here at $20.02. That's really high. So you saw the selling pressure. You did see it. You saw how the market sold off today, everybody. And that's just what expect that on the VIX. But what I'm seeing here now is the VIX just met their twin. The VIX just met their twin right here. You got resistance right here at 20. So if you want to see, obviously, if the market is going to continue to stay bearish, and they're not going to have control of momentum of the market, then you will see the VIX make a higher candle than between these two arrows right here where I got the candles right in between. You'll see the market sell off a little bit more, and it could just be a NVIDIA correction. And you might even see some pullback with them, even though they went up so high, they'll probably still even pull back tomorrow. You just never know. That's if the VIX goes up. You get what I'm saying? Even higher tomorrow. So that's what I'm looking out for. But recently, you see when the VIX got here, they got rejected. You saw a big red candle step in, and that momentum right there, the bears took over the market with that momentum once they seen the VIX couldn't get past 21.45. So that's keys. That's key levels to be looking. That's the keys. That's the key level to be looking out for tomorrow, going into the future soon on the VIX, you guys. So the VIX is back up here at 20. The volatility is serious again. So if you expect more volatility and more downside in the overall stock market, the upside levels I'm looking out for tomorrow on the VIX to see if it breaks above 21.45, literally. If it gets above that, then that's a real feel right there. And then you'll actually, like I said, from what I'm thinking, the market is going to open up bullish. it could open up bearish if you see the VIX above 2145. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. That's just how the VIX work. So that's the level I'm looking at for the upside. To the downside now here, with that much percentage up with NVIDIA after hours, you guys, their earnings report, I think the VIX will pull back here at least below $20 to $19. So right here at $18.95. And I think right there, if you get a big red candle right there to the downside on the VIX, I think the stocks will take that into consideration as, okay, they can move really high here, and this could be the start of them about to move high if you really catch the VIX trying to flush back below down here to 16 levels. So keep that in mind. You get what I'm saying? That could be all in play there. So them the levels I'm looking out for on the VIX going into tomorrow next week. You know how I go. Netflix. So as I told you guys on the recap, and make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. Gosh, I'm making y'all millionaires for free. But yeah, man, Netflix, man, wow, this is insane. But I told y'all that right here they were fading all the way until support. That's all that was doing. It was a fade into support. Where now, like I told you, they're just trying to get above over here now, which is 377. So that's all Netflix is trying to do. And they pushed forward today strongly. They were up 2.49%, closed that way, up $8, $9. So you saw the pop. As I expected, no 350 at all. You see that? Nothing here at all. So Ghost Town at 350 at all. So that means the support stepped in actually right there at 354. So you could have technically bought the calls before the end of the day yesterday. You would have been happy this morning. Literally at Netflix. That's how that worked out. So they did find that support at where I assumed they would, and they did pop instantly way above. I told you if they get above 358, they were going to 363, and they did that early, like the first 5 minutes of the morning. So they back tested 358 again, and went right back up and got above that again, 365. So now at this point, you should have known that Netflix is bullish, and they're literally pushing for that 400 mark by the end of the summer. You can believe that. It's a real thing here. Companies don't just make moves from 332 to 377 in one day for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be looking long-term here now on this. The only way you can see downside with Netflix if we get no debt ceiling deal, and that drama continues. So it's just be thinking about that. It could be a possible way that could still play out that way. But Netflix shows support at 358, and they really took it off the 367 there and then got up to the upside 367 and closed that right here at 364. So looking at it, how that planned out, it's playing out exactly how I imagined. So now to the upside tomorrow, I'm expecting a push here to 368 to the upside. If 368 gets that push it wants, I can see 370 on Netflix now. I think 370 will be back in play. And you may see consolidation here, and they may try to stall that move to go to and grab that extra $7 and retest that recent high from last Wednesday and Thursday. So like 370 is the next level. Like I said, if it breaks above 370, you gotta understand there will be no resistance to about 380. If it breaks above 370 this time, it's gonna it'll go right past 377 quick, fast, in a hurry because it's making a new high. That's what I'm telling you. So it'll be no resistance to about 380 there if it breaks above 370 tomorrow, going into next week, whenever. But just be on the lookout for that. And if 380 looking like it ain't got no resistance, the real next level true resistance definitely will be about 390 for sure. And then that'll give you your guarantee push to almost near that 400 level, as I'm assuming that Netflix is going to do here soon. So that's what I'm expecting there to the upside. Now to the downside, this could be your top because in the past 5 days, this was your recent top here. In the past 5 days, you had one here, you had one here, you got one here, and technically here. So, and technically closed here, got rejected. So right here, this could be your top, So if it is, to the downside, I see 362 back in play, possibly to 360 in consolidation now. Maybe back to 358 in consolidation, but I don't think any lower on that Netflix play there now to the downside, considering they just gave you your second chance at 353. I think your next new low could be 358, possibly back test, possibly 357 to the downside on Netflix. So them the levels I'm looking out for. Microsoft. Microsoft. Man, Microsoft is really acting soft. I'm gonna be real with y'all. They're soft. My thing is with Microsoft. What's the holdup? You're supposed to be. Hold up. It's not even supposed to be. Look at your market capitalization. $2.334 trillion. That's trillion with a T, you guys, as in Trisha. That's $1 trillion Microsoft got right there. So my understanding is, okay, you see the video going up with the AI stuff, the news. Microsoft saying they're joining the AI stuff in the news. My thing is, okay, if you're joining the AI stuff in the news, what's the holdup now? Because we all know that that the AI with Android and stuff like that, Microsoft is different from Apple and stuff like that. The AI stuff is totally different. So it looks like they're reshaping PC. So it looks like they're reshaping the PC game. Microsoft can, and Nvidia is, and Microsoft obviously can, but it just may be one of those things where they just might be waiting. You know what I'm saying? It just might be one of those things where you gotta wait because overall they could be. You gotta understand they could push higher than Nvidia in the long term. So it's a patience thing, with Microsoft right now. I'm seeing how they're playing, considering the move they just made today, and the move they just made after hours. The move they just made after hours is kind of like an earnings move. So it's like they went all the way down and gave buyers a chance again, last chance to buy in, just to go right back up to that resistance point where they're trying to break out. So Microsoft is playing a tit for tat game with people mentally, because obviously mentally you can look at the market capitalization and know, okay, they got the bag. They're saying they're joining AI. AI is driving NVIDIA crazy, AMD, all these other chip makers crazy. What's up? So like I say, I would stay patient, play it day by day. Don't get discouraged with Microsoft. Obviously, you want to play near the money with them because they tend to, not really go out the money far like that. But it can happen. But like I said, the in the money ones, the near the money ones, that's Microsoft all day. That's how they play. They're kind of like a safe haven. They're a safe haven stock. I would say that. And just keep in mind they're in the NASDAQ and you see the triple Qs up after hours. So expect that Microsoft can easily break resistance of 320 tomorrow and be looking at that 325 level I was telling y'all about at the beginning of the week. It's still a possible chance. I really think by the end of June, possibly mid-June, the beginning of June, that Microsoft deserves 330 at this point if NVIDIA holds. So that's just what I'm looking out for, man, right now on Microsoft. I don't think it's gonna pull back unless people start to realize, like, hey, Microsoft just ain't the chip makers we thought they could be, and they will pull back, and you'll probably see people pile into NVIDIA more and AMD, and to the point where they have to split the stock. You just never know. So these are things in consideration you got to start looking at and thinking about. But from the one-day perspective here on Microsoft, as you can see, they made an after-hours pop here, back to 320 resistance, 321 resistance, and got rejected again. Right here, it looks like they're going to close near 318 to see what's going to happen tomorrow. Microsoft got really bearish this week here. As you can see, it was just a landslide all the way down here to 313. That was support, though. That's where you could have brought in at. That was the new levels of support. The Bulls want to recapture that 321 level, and I think that's what they're going with on Microsoft. They're going to try their hardest to get that level here tomorrow. So to the upside, the one-day perspective here next week, whatever, I'm looking at Microsoft to break above 321, get back to 322.50. You get to 322.50 on Microsoft, and it breaks above this time. It holds on. The next level I'm looking out for is 325 to 327 on Microsoft now. That's the upside levels I'm looking at here. Like I said, I think it's a target for them to hit 330 now. I think it's a must. They must hit 330 by early June, just so they can show strength so that they are pushed to new all-time highs here by mid-June or maybe the end of June, and go to 347. That's just what it's looking like on Microsoft now with the AI stuff. And like I said, they seem like they holding out right now for a reason, though, for them to go extremely higher. So this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking out for on Microsoft right now, you guys. But that's the upside levels. Now to the downside, obviously 320 has been your resistance, and I think the bulls will get aggravated this time if they do see it not going above it this time. So expect the back test here. You can see this after hours move possibly not even get played. So to the downside, you can see a pullback to at least 315 on Microsoft to the downside. I think it'll consolidate there. I don't think you get no lower low than that. If you do, though, obviously it's going to be a retest of 313, and if that doesn't hold this time to the downside, the next level is to be looking out for is 310 on Microsoft. But I think you get your floor there, and then they try to figure out what they're going to end up doing to the downside on Microsoft if that does happen that way. So that's just what it is there. Morgan Stanley. Oh, Morgan Stanley, you guys. So the bank is not looking good. The bank's still not looking good. It looks like this bank is on the brink of collapsing here. We must say that here. Looking at this point here, if it flushes below this here, then now we're looking at new lows here. $80 on Morgan Stanley is a whole new market down here, you guys. You got to be looking at that closely now here. If this last little level right here of support doesn't hold on Morgan Stanley tomorrow, 80 and below, you got to really start looking out for Morgan Stanley. Like the banks, this could be a bank that people think is strong, but it could really be behind closed doors collapsing. So as right now, charts don't lie, numbers don't lie. It looks like that right now. They're on critical life support right now, Morgan Stanley. So they got to fix it and figure it out soon here. They're at the bottom, technically. So them being at the bottom and me knowing that to the upside here, I can see an easy pop right back to 82.60. You can expect that possibly 83 to the upside pop. And if you get there and it breaks this time, you might see that 84.50 level, possibly 85 level to the upside on Morgan Stanley. Because remember, we're at the bottom technically right here. So if it doesn't show strength like that, the banks are looking very weak. It looks like a decline in the banks. So if expect that. So right here to the downside, Morgan Stanley's looking very, very bearish right here, you guys. It's like literally this is it. These little needles that's not even filled is the only thing holding Morgan Stanley from really, really selling off. And like I said, the banks collapsing can continue right here with Morgan Stanley if this last little needle of support right here doesn't hold right here at Morgan Stanley. So to the downside, I'm looking at that closely here. If obviously in the morning, if it's below already touching $80 to the downside, the next level could possibly be 79.50 on Morgan Stanley, possibly to 77.55 to the downside on Morgan Stanley here. So be looking out for that. It's coming. One of them ways it's coming soon. It's either at this, like I said, at this point, it's going to flush or it's going to pop. It's at the bottom and it's a bank. You don't get that many chances of being a bank doing that. So they keep that in mind on the levels for tomorrow. But that's pretty much it, you guys. That's it. That's all the players we're looking at this weekend. Crypto is looking hurt. It's looking scary for crypto right now. They're selling off. They're going back here. Actually, another little back test. But it looks like, Ethereum is holding up. It could possibly still be edging, trying to hit the 2,000. And Bitcoin could, it's slap in the middle. It could still get to 30K, but it looks like it might go to 25 to 20K first. So that's what we're looking at here closely on crypto market. But that's pretty much it, you guys. Like I said, we're going to go over a couple earnings here. I'll show you guys a couple earnings. What I was saying about Dick's Sporting Goods is what I was saying, the opposite, how you should, it was literally the opposite. So Dick's Sporting Goods, they had earnings. They had earnings this week already. And as you can see, earnings right here, boom. Went to 133, but it didn't hold it. Nobody got that at all. So now we're down here at 124, and technically their earnings is bearish. This is bearish. They went backwards for their earnings, Dick's Sporting Goods. So retail not really looking like, too many people can afford that stuff right now. A lot of retail companies are actually going down, so it's something to be keeping in mind. And NVIDIA. This is why the market is going to trend change in the morning. This is why the market is back bullish, you guys. This is why the market is going to show you bullish momentum in the morning, you guys. NVIDIA's up $75 after hours, up 25%. Oh, man. If I had a horn, I would press it right now, but I don't, so I'm going to say horn, horn. This is crazy, you guys. This is a crazy earnings report. If you are holding calls, you have a chance to become it. Depending on where you brought it and depending on how long you've been holding, you are about to be a million, billion, trillionaire in the morning, thousandaire in the morning. Man, NVIDIA is lit, you guys. This is your number one AI chip making chip leader. And man, they're the ones they're talking about. They got $75 million saved up to make AI humanoids. Man, there's a lot of stuff going on with NVIDIA right now, but this is the AI, the biggest AI stock in the market right now. This is what's driving the NASDAQ to lead the rally, and it has drove the NASDAQ to lead the rally basically for about a year now. The NVIDIA's been going up for a year straight. They just broke to a new all-time high before they split their stock. Now they're above the point where they split their stock, and they're at an all-time high. It looks like they might have to split their stock again, you guys. This is an insane bullish move on NVIDIA, you guys. This thing's going to hold because that's a lot of green candles right here to make it hold. So I know that's going to hold. So no worries. You know, if it do not hold, the lowest it is coming is about 366, 367. No lower than that, though. That'll be your bottom on NVIDIA tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar that NVIDIA will hold these gains. And they're the market bull. They're the market winner. They're the stock of the week. Hell, they might be the stock of the year still going on back to back. That's what it's looking like right now with NVIDIA, you guys. So, man, that's pretty much it, you guys. Them the earnings plays that I wanted y'all to look out for and look into. We got Dollar Tree in the morning. We'll see where that ends up. And we got Best Buy and Burlington Coat Factory earnings all in the morning. And remember, that's more retail. So remember, retail is important right now to see if people are really, what consumers are doing. Are they buying this stuff or we just can't afford it and we're actually selling this stuff? So that's what we're looking at closely here on retail, all these retail stocks. And that's just what it is, you guys. And we got Ulta Beauty tomorrow after hours as well. Expect a huge move with Ulta Beauty. Those ladies love to step in on girl power mode and turn the market up as well, just like NVIDIA just did. So keep that in mind. Or, you know, girl power can really just say, you know, we want to give back. And when they give back, girl power will give back a lot. So girl power on Ulta Beauty. These females out here love that makeup and all that stuff to make them look beautiful. So keep that in mind. And as this week was technically, or it's been, not this week, but Mother's Day just passed. So keep all that in mind. This is going to be key looking at Ulta Beauty earnings tomorrow. And expect the move to about at least, they can get back to at least 507, or this thing is coming down to about 460 on Ulta Beauty. So just know that they're making a big move tomorrow after hours like NVIDIA just did, and we'll be looking at that closely. But that's pretty much it, you guys. We're going to wrap it up here. I ain't going to hold y'all. Breaking news. We got some breaking news. Breaking news. Oh, that went away, so that was earlier breaking news. Oh, no. Breaking news. Dow futures slip as Fitch places United States AAA rating on negative watch. So the Dow Jones is kind of red here after hours. The S&P 500 is green. NASDAQ is up green, up 175 points already. So the NASDAQ already showing you that they're going to be full bull mode tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. This is going to get crazy. Twitter glitches plague this guy from Florida, much hyped presidential announcement with Elon Musk. Wow, okay. NVIDIA shares spiked 26% on forecast beat driven by AI chip demand. Oh, man. So it's an AI chip demand, man. Oh, man. It's getting serious, bro. Everybody and their mama want these AI chips. It's getting real out here, man. Y'all be careful, behave yourself, enjoy the rest of the evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow, man. We will have another recap ready for y'all. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, we'll see y'all tomorrow, y'all. Peace.